How did you stay so cool after such a big ball?
Oh, like, because when I shot, I expected to make it. So, like, I don't shoot trying to miss. So every shot I shoot, I try to make it, so.
Flashback.
0.5 to go in game 3. OG with a look. Got it! OG Anunoby at the buzzer!
That game, so you didn't say sunny, innit?
Yo, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, we're talking about OG Anunoby. Now, the problem with OG Anunoby is, he is by far one of the best players you can have on a team, but people tend to forget. See, he may not put up the stats and, he may not get the shots at times, but when the Knicks picked him up that year, when we traded him for RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly, I thought about it. We're getting two high-flyer scoring guards, and RJ has looked good so far, and Quickly's been dealing with injuries. But the effect OG has had on the Knicks defensively is basically what you would expect from Kawhi.
You're that guy, pal. Trust me. You're that guy. Okay.
And the 1 year Kawhi played in Toronto, OG was basically his successor. Now the thing is, OG Anunoby at times shows flashes that he could average 20 points. There's a time where he just dropped 40 against the Nuggets and was locking down Jokic. Things that most regular players can't do. And his great-grandfather, it seems like now.
What?
Because Kawhi is gonna be injured and basically is gonna coast through his contract. Kawhi is basically the generational Ben Simmons, but without the hate, in a way now.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal.
And came back, he signed this massive contract, and now he's gonna sit out, dealing with this injury, which obviously must be a chronic injury for him at this point. But it seems that he doesn't have the drive or the body to keep up with that contract. And it's gonna look bad in 2 years if he doesn't get his act together. Then you have OG, another guy who, throughout his career, has had multiple different injuries. It's like if you're playing Football Manager or playing NBA 2K, you have that one dude who gets injured pretty sporadically, but at times, when he was healthy in the playoffs, he's done spectacular things. He's hit a game-winning shot in the playoffs, been a player you could trust to defend the best player on the other team. He can guard basically 1 through 5, and you can trust him to guard a 5-man easily. Then you have the downside of playing for the Knicks. You see, Thibodeau, as we know, plays all his players usually the most minutes he can, which are the starters. He really doesn't like going into his bench, and so far, OG is averaging a very high minutes per game basis. And as a Raptors fan, I get it. You want to get the most out of your players, but watching OG Anunoby play these many minutes every single game, night in and night out, it's going to take a toll. And for 82 games, he's gonna have injuries that will pop up. It's not a question of what or it's gonna happen, it's a question of when. And I do wonder, can the Knicks ever give rest days or off days for a guy like OG who, let's say Embiid, he just gets as many rest days as he wants. But a guy like OG plays in a way where he doesn't really mind. He's willing to take a back seat, be the 5th option, 6th option. He doesn't care. All he cares about is winning. Over a year and a half now since that trade, and OG Anunoby was definitely the best pickup the Knicks could have made, and we obviously lost the trade for now, unless Quickly or RJ really do blossom into all-star caliber players, because in my mind, OG Anunoby is an all-star.
I'll blow up into smithereens and spew my tiny symphony all up and down.
Sure, you could say,
Wait, well, look at his numbers. What does it mean by an all-star?
look at his defense. You see, to get a dude who's that good at being a 3-and-D guy is the epitome of smart GMing. But please, as I beg, do not overplay him to the point where he can't be your number 5 option during a playoff series because you played him 82 games where you're playing him in games for 35, 40 minutes in back-to-back nights, and then he gets an injury, and you forget, oh right, he was a guy who dealt with injuries his entire career. In fact, the year Kawhi played, he missed the playoffs with an injury, so you need to be smart with dudes like this. Lastly, the only reason I compare him to Kawhi is the personality is very similar. Guys are quiet, not media hype guys. They're both great defenders. They both put up numbers when needed. And Kawhi's obviously taken the superstar leap on offense. But if OG wanted to, he could and will drop 25 plus when needed if he has the shots to take up. You see what a guy like Drew Holiday does? You go and get a guy like Drew Holiday, which the Celtics did, and he became one of the most reliable players and the best defender on the team. And even with Jaylen Brown, even with Tatum, you need a defensive stalwart on your team. Doesn't matter what team you are, but having a dude like that is what changes everything for a champion. You can look through history. Every team has a defensive beast. Go to the 2021 Bucks. What did they have? They had Drew Holiday. You go to the 2022 bubble chip. What did the Lakers have? They had Anthony Davis. The 2019 Raptors. We had Kawhi and an injured OG. The 2018 Warriors. What did they have? Draymond Green in his prime. So things like this is what defines a championship team.
And that's facts.
So yeah, I'm basically just rambling, but that's my thoughts, and Kawhi OG Leonard is the real deal. And after that 40 piece, and he's back to dropping games where he doesn't score much, but does everything else you need, defensively speaking, I am happy for OG Anunoby. So yeah, have a great day, thanks for watching, and I hope OG keeps doing what he does, and continues to shine in New York, because he deserves it. Stay safe, peace.